Hello, my name is Justin Urquhart Stewart, and I'm the original co-founders of a firm called Seven Investment Management many years ago now. Well, here we are. For those of us who we've discussed before, welcome to the bear market. We've been talking about actually how we prepare for a bear market, and of course now we're in it. So be wary now, because it's going to be very easy to be able to say, well, we've seen this all before. We've seen the dips and we've seen crashes and things like that, and recovers quickly. But look at the underlying elements that are occurring here to see that actually this is different. This is much more not just an issue relating to obviously the hideous virus. That's the catalyst. You've got underlying issues here, which are the economic global issues, which we're dealing with now. And that impacts on the politics, and that gives us more risk. And therefore, as investors, we need to think very carefully about what's going on. Now, having said that, if you think we're heading for doom and disaster to the end of the world, then in which case go and get your digging, trenching tool out, and I'll see you no doubt in the next world. If, however, you think that actually, once we get past this dreadful stage, we're going to come back to an economy which is looking fairly depressing and dystopian, it's going to have an awful lot of money pumped back into it. Now, the good news is this money can be prepared. It may be funny money, printed money, quantitative easing as we used to know it. But this time, welcome to quantitative easing 2 or QE2, not the liner, because you'll probably be stuck on that with the virus. But actually, in terms of pumping more money into the system to make sure that the economies start bouncing back again. Not to where they were before. It's going to be a different environment. Having said that, stronger, good quality businesses will still be there, but we're going to have to look to see is how they're going to be structured afterwards. So really what we need to be looking at here are really those businesses which are going to recover and to be able to provide value for you. And those ones which are going to be there will be some of those old, large, traditional, and if you're following of the UK companies, often in the FTSE 100, which are by their very nature very international businesses. Let's be clear, the American economy, following this appalling period, will come back and will recover. As, of course, so will the Chinese economy. Europe is looking distinctly weaker in comparison, but overall the global economy will go through a period of recession and will pick up again. It does not necessarily have to go through a depression. So as for private investors, if you've already invested and you didn't build up your cash before this, which we've been talking about, as the joy of hindsight is wonderful, isn't it? Then frankly, you're probably already locked in, and so probably you just have to stay with the game. But this is where you need to be careful now. You're going to see, and we have seen over the past week or so, some quite significant bounces back in the markets, over 1,000 points. But be wary. There will be trapdoors here where you'll see sudden recoveries like that and falling away again. Why? Because we can't really see what shape this economy is going to look like, other than the fact it's going to have a huge amount of government debt and other forms of debt flying around all over the place. So, issues I'm going to be looking for, good quality businesses which will benefit from the support being given by consumers who need confidence to be able to keep going, and also from government expenditure as well, providing support. However, the returns are going to be, in terms of dividend return to such light, are going to be under significant pressure. And that's going to be really rather difficult for particularly some British companies and those pension fund companies which depend upon the compounding of those dividends. So the dividends in the longer term will be there, in the shorter term, they're not, because companies are going to be really keeping close control of what cash they actually have available and capital. So be wary of that. So good quality ones, and where am I looking around the globe? Obviously in the States. I'll be looking also for my international ones in the UK as well. Now also I'll be particularly looking at other elements I could try and pick up here. What sort of elements in terms of areas? Well, there's going to be a lot of businesses throwing off elements which they'll see as secondary, not primary. So we'll look for some areas of flotations and other areas coming to the market which will be priced to go to try and provide good value. So again, build up your cash during this time. There's no reason to rush into invest now. It's going to be a bumpy ride. If you've got cash, hang on to it. However, if you find those good quality stocks at a significant discount, then go in and buy some. Don't commit everything yet. You just be buying on those patches and get some benefit for the longer term. If you're already in it, then in which case, well, if I were you, I'd turn up the music, enjoy the music, and actually wait a few months, and we'll find ourselves on the other side. It won't be a strong economy, but it'll be a recovering one, and that's where we'll need to be ready to invest some more. Good luck.